Does the rise of social media signify the fall of Generation Z? That is a very important question, seeing as this generation will be running our entire world one day. Not so long ago, social media was a tool used in our spare time for connecting with friends and sharing photos. If we fast forward to today, now it's turned into an addiction with the capability of destroying lives, especially for the young people of Gen Z. You see, they are a generation born into a world where Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok aren't just apps, but lifelines to their entire existence.
Social media is changing the world, and the degree to which the social media has changed or affected the identity of young adults, I would say it like this, that they don't know who they are. The only person that perhaps they truly know is the person that they're supposed to be.
Today I'm going to show you how to use Spring's pronouns and Buttercup's pronouns, Butterfly's pronouns, Haha's pronouns.
I use she, they pronouns because gender's fake and I'm not really a woman.
Hi there, I'm Cody, pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo-pronouns that aren't z, her.
My new name is Rose London. Rose is my bias, so I want to look like her, so I've just had all my surgery to look like Rose. I still love Jimin, but I want to look like a girl, a Korean girl, just like Rose, and I want to be the 5th member of Blackpink.
I am a white transmasculine femme non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist.
I think a lot of young people these days, they're just lost. They just don't know who they are. And, they see these things online and they think it's normal to have a sex change. They think that's completely normal, when it really isn't. It's not a normal thing. It's a recent thing that's happened due to the education system, due to social media and other influences pushing this on kids.
The impact of social media is shaping their identities, relationships, and worldviews. For these young people, social media is more than just a platform. It's a stage where they can become the main stars of their own show. When the COVID pandemic hit, it was like the entire world pressed a fast-forward button on our digital lives. The screen time, already high for Gen Z youth, skyrocketed. But what happens when these digital platforms become more than just a tool for connection? For Gen Z, this is when the lines between the real world and the virtual world began to blur. Before COVID engulfed the world, young people sought acceptance mostly within their schools or neighborhoods. But now, the option for validation and belonging have expanded exponentially. With countless social media platforms at their fingertips, young people can cast a wider net for social approval. Spending time online wasn't just for fun anymore. It was a means of survival in a socially distanced world. But this shift wasn't without its consequences. Gen Z started living double lives, one in the flesh, the other in the cloud. At first, we all thought that excessive social media use was capable of inducing mental health disorders. While that is true, we are also now realizing that social media also has the power to shape identities through a collective consciousness. You see, it cultivates a hive mentality, where differing opinions are silenced and groupthink prevails. The echo chambers that emerge within online spaces serve to reinforce existing beliefs and ideologies, creating a feedback loop of confirmation bias and polarization. This inevitably brings about an us versus them mentality. They are overwhelmed with news and social issues. There's no escaping it. Unlike their parents, today's youth have a 24/7 buffet of information at their fingertips, courtesy of apps like TikTok. Social media platforms have become the main source of news where anyone with any agenda can provide any news in any way they want. Video clips and posts that evoke the emotions of Gen Z are shared faster than the speed of light, causing them to go viral while hordes of angry young adults gather to seek justice. Like this one, for example.
I'm so fucking angry right now. Last week in the country of Iran, a young girl called Masa Amini was murdered for wearing her hair outside of her hijab. And I am not gonna stand here and question someone's religion. But I am gonna fucking fight for expression. I am gonna fight for freedom. And I am gonna fight for the women of fucking Iran right now.
While I do agree with his sentiment, don't understand what exactly he's going to do about it. The problem here is that Gen Z tend to perpetuate this type of behavior to social causes that they are powerless to resolve. They do little of value to actually help. Instead, they protest, riot, argue, and fight. They believe that if they somehow come together as an angry mob, they will be helping in some way. And the interesting thing here is that they really do want to help. We can't even blame them. They are simply responding with their reaction to an action. And the action is whatever the algorithm spoon feeds them. This constant exposure to triggering content makes escaping the discourse impossible. Gen Z simply can't switch off. So it's really no surprise that they feel angry and compelled to act on societal issues. In a time where every scroll brings another crisis or injustice to light, Gen Z finds themselves propelled into action, unafraid to challenge the status quo by any means necessary. They are driven by a sense of fear from a continuous stream of information they are fed. But who are the ones that are feeding them this, and why?